People, Meridian here. I saw Evil Dead Rise Friday night, opening night with my friend. It is fucking awesome. If you are into Evil Dead, and I've been into Evil Dead since it came out on VHS tape back when I was 14 or 15 years old. So I'm a lifelong fan of the Evil Dead franchise. Now this movie, Evil Dead Rise, is it's definitely different than the other movies. It's way scarier. It does not have the humor in there. It would have been nice. I had thought before seeing it, it would have been nice to have Bruce Campbell in there. Maybe even have the character Ash in there. But no, no, he's not. His character is not, and it would not have worked. No way. Um, Ash and Evil Dead 2 and the Army of Darkness were pretty funny. They had a lot of humor. Okay, the first Evil Dead wasn't really necessarily funny, but it had a campy, it had elements of humor to it if you have the right type of sense of humor. So, it wouldn't have worked to have Bruce Campbell in this terrifying new Evil Dead movie. Although I did read in a movie review comments section online that Bruce Campbell's voice is in there when the kid is spinning a record of the old priests that were messing with the Kandorian demons, very similar to the first Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness for that matter. So, yeah, they said that his voice was in there, which is cool. He was executive producer, as well as Sam Raimi was also executive producer, which just basically means they put up the money and they're the ones that are going to probably make the most money on any money that gets made by the movie. I hope it does really well. I would love to see another one. I would love to see a sequel to this because it stands alone just fine, just fine. To someone that never saw the Evil Dead movies, that's into horror movies, I don't think many of those people are alive or around anywhere. But if there are, I think this movie stands just fine all on its own. It's a completely different story, and yeah, it's just I think it was just a brilliant, brilliant horror film. And I only say a movie is a film if I'm very impressed. It's just the way I am. It's what I say. It's what I do. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm still alive. Nothing weird happened so far with that little situation that I told you guys about. And I'm not worried about it, to be perfectly honest. I think I was just creeping myself out a little bit. I'm not nervous. I think I'm fine. And, worst case scenario, okay, somebody did go in my room and look around, but maybe they just, these guys don't know who I am, so maybe they just kind of, you know, looked in the room a little bit because maybe they're more afraid of me than I am of them. In fact, I'm sure that's the case.